Welcome back to the Vicksburg subdivision of the CPKC. In today's video, you'll be seeing a compilation of catches between the months of March and April. We're going to get right into the action with a trio of Southern Bell SD70 maces highballing through Simsboro with a Herzog train in tow. At one time, the KCS had sold off around half of the 74 Macs in the roster, and the rest were sidelined. Only a handful were used for work trains or some local jobs. But since the formation of CPKC, we have been seeing these motors on a more common basis. From what I've heard from employees, these motors are heavily disliked by crews thanks to their violently shaky cabs. But to the rail fans, they are a treat. Many would agree that these are some of the most photogenic locomotives that you can catch on the Class 1 main lines. We managed to leapfrog ahead for one more roll-by at the west end of the Gibbsland siding. As we were making our way back home, the radio picked up some chatter that implicated a pair of westbounds were en route. Just outside of the Ruston city limits along Highway 818, a clear signal indicates the first of these westbounds is in the near vicinity. Daily intermodal I-169 bound for Wiley, Texas, races around the corner with a DC to AC rebuild of the Norfolk Southern leading the way. This rebuild program has been slowly chipping away at the old fleet of Dash 9s for almost 9 years now, and in that time frame, almost 800 of these rebuilds have been sent back into revenue service. Our second westbound isn't far behind, but we managed to set up in downtown Ruston just in time. The candy apple red CP motors glisten in the golden hour lighting. These General Electric products are leading Shreveport-bound Manifest M267, which began its journey in northeast Mississippi. M267 would meet its counterpart M266 about 8 miles away in Simsboro. For my horn fanatics watching, you'll probably enjoy the sound of this P3 on the lead motor. Extensive cuts of coil cars are always present on the M266 and M267. Empty cars head east to be loaded by a fabricating mill owned by Steel Dynamics near Artesia. A gray ghost of the KCS Day Mexico fleet graced our presence in the city of Monroe, Louisiana. Leading intermodal train I-166, typically this train is half intermodal and half mixed freight, but today there was not a single container present in the consist. While mainly focusing on still pictures along the way, we grabbed the video camera out one more time for a final shot of the gray leader in Delta, Louisiana, which is the last town in the state before crossing over the river into Mississippi. Conductor is seen climbing out here. Dispatch had informed the crew of I-166 of a reported hatch open on a hopper car. I was asked if I had seen anything like that, but I hadn't noticed any open hatches. Nonetheless, the conductor had to inspect the entire train as it slowly rolled into the siding. Dispatch gave an ID on the suspected car, but nothing was wrong with it as it passed. The conductor relayed the message and then asked if I could give him a lift to the head end. It made our day to save the guy some steps.
Yeah. ITFX 98350. the number. There's nothing coming out the bottom of it if I open hopper. You want me to keep pulling on them? Because I really can't make you out very well. Yeah, pull on them. Nothing wrong with the car. All right, copy that. Okay, problem solved, over. I think CPKC, compilation, cancel.
A few weeks had passed, and we managed to slip out for a few hours for some more rail action. Here's another M266 with a gray ghost trailing second. This was filmed at Oakley Road outside of Arcadia at the milepost 122. A few miles to the west in Gibbsland, we await a westbound. M274 has a very long way to go in its journey. This is a daily manifest out of Jackson, Mississippi, and its final destination is deep within Mexico. What we call a one-unit wonder is leading the charge. While listed as a manifest, it's typical for the second half of this train to be comprised of intermodal cuts. Here we see last year's deal between CPKC and Schneider Logistics in full swing. On the north-south continental corridor that connects our three nations, you can find entire intermodal trains made up of nothing but orange containers. I want to thank you for taking the time to sit and watch the trains we've been catching on the Speedway. I know these compilations probably get boring since I do them so often, but the coming months are going to have some very interesting videos, so be sure to stay tuned. Until the next time, my friends, I'll be seeing you somewhere out there along the rails, and as always, thanks for watching.